Hey guys, it's Heather here, and today I'm bringing you my Town Hall 9 GoLo tutorial. This is an attack you can do with Town Hall 8 with your level 5 balloons, and it's also something you can still hold on to and put into use at Town Hall 10. This is probably one of the first 3-star attacks that was developed for Town Hall 9 to take you Town Hall 9s out of the GoWiPe to the next level to get the 3 stars. What most people were finding with a GoWiPe is it was incredibly effective to get the 2 stars, to get your troops, that kill squad, funneled into the center of the base or funneled at that town hall, get it taken down, plus have enough troops and tanking to be able to reach that 50% for the 2nd star. Now, what people were finding on these really high percentage GoWiPes is they would get down to the back of the base and their army would just be completely demolished by like 1 archer tower and 1 cannon. And they'd, you'd just be thinking like, oh my gosh, if I just had a couple of hogs, if I just had some balloons, if I just had a little something that targeted defenses, this would have been a 3-star attack. And so that's how this developed. Also, the GoLo came out really strong because typically with Town Hall 9s, especially new Town Hall 9s or Town Hall 9s that are a little bit less experienced with clan wars, you'll find the air defenses packed tightly in the center of the base to protect them against dragons. And that's great against dragons, but it makes you really vulnerable to balloons on the outside. So a lot of people have changed up their bases now, and they've kind of, been a little bit more strategic with their air defenses, but you'll still find a lot of Town Hall 9 bases, especially early on Town Hall 9 bases when they're coming in from Town Hall 8 with the air defense packed in the center. So those bases are prime for you Town Hall 9s, you new Town Hall 9s, just with your level 2 golems, get your balloons to level 6, and you have a 3-star attack. For those of you where GoWiPe is just completely foreign to you, you're still working on that strategy, check out my Town Hall 8 GoWiPe tutorial. The tips in there are the same whether you're Town Hall 8, 9, or 10. It's great if you want to use a GoWiPe to go against a higher level base. If you're Town Hall 8 attacking a 9 or a 9 attacking a 10, a GoWiPe is usually your best bet when you're only able to 2-star the base anyways. But once you have that GoWiPe down and you're ready to take it to the next level, this tutorial is your next step. If you've seen my Town Hall 9 GoHo tutorial, the principles are a lot the same. We're going to use a kill squad which consists of golems, wizards, and perhaps some P.E.K.K.A.s or witches that are going to have their course of action to take down their portion of the base, which in this case for a GoLo is going to be taking care of, the Archer Queen, the Town Hall, and the air defenses, and just, working their way through the base and getting those outer point defenses on the back end to start firing at them, to fire at your golems and your P.E.K.K.A. And once that happens, your loons can now go in as targeted attackers. They can take out those point defenses. You can just send a couple of balloons against an archer tower, to send 1 against a cannon, and take out all those defenses. And this way, you can clean up the whole backside of the base that would normally prevent your GoWiPe from being a 3-star. Let's take a moment and talk about the kill squad, because that's a term you're going to hear a lot on Clash videos and in your clan. The essence of a kill squad is what you would typically think of with a GoWiPe, but it's not so limited, and it can consist of so many different troop combinations. The kill squad will always have a task to get done. Typically at Town Hall 9, that's finishing off the clan castle, taking care of the Archer Queen, and then depending on what backend troops you're using to get that 3rd star, that 3rd task of the kill squad is to take care of the defenses and the traps that make your backend troops vulnerable. And then the final task is to help with cleanup. A kill squad is typically going to consist of 3 layers of troops: your front end high hit point defensive targeting tanks, your middle layer of troops that do high damage quickly to create the funnel, and then the final layer, which typically is going to consist of troops that target all buildings and are a mashup between tank and damage dealing. Non-defensive targeting in the final layer is important because these troops still need to stay behind and benefit from the front tankers. And sometimes in a kill squad, that final layer is only your heroes, but most likely, especially in a GoLo attack, that kill squad is going to need to be beefy in order to accomplish everything that would allow your back-end loons to deploy. So, as we're talking about the grounded kill squad, almost always that's going to be golems spaced out in the front. The middle layer is going to be wizards who are going to create your funnel, and then the final layer is where you have a lot of options to play with. This is going to depend on the base, and it's also going to depend on the level of troops you have available. You can use a P.E.K.K.A here, or some witches, or even a pack of Valkyrie. Yes, Valks are incredible, especially at Town Hall 9, and especially against bases that have buildings close together without a lot of wall compartments. So when I talk about these 3-star strategies, that's typically why I just refer to the kill squad as the go part of the attack, because golems are really the only thing that stay consistent, and the rest of the troops can vary. So as you watch these replays, you're going to notice multiple troop combinations that are all effective in the GoLo strategy. Okay, so to start a GoLo attack on a base, you're going to want to scout that out. You're going to want to check and see where are the air defense. That's key, because if the air defense are packed tightly in the center, you're set for a GoLo. But if they are on that mid-tier, if they are covering the point defenses on the outside, if it's going to be really difficult for your GoWiPe portion of this attack to take down all of those air defenses, at least the air defenses where you then need to target defenses with your balloons, this base probably is not good for a GoLo. So check out those air defenses. Then you're also going to want to check out where the enemy Archer Queen is, because more than likely you're going to want to head right at that Archer Queen and take care of her. You're going to need to check the clan castle radius, and have a plan on how to pull that clan castle. And hopefully you can pull that clan castle just using one hog. You can use a balloon to pull the clan castle, which can be nice because sometimes you can take care of a point defense right there and then with pulling the clan castle. The only problem with that is these days it's really popular to put a balloon in the clan castle, and your balloon won't pull it since the enemy clan castle balloon will only target ground. And if that's the case, as you start your GoWiPe, you will get a balloon coming out of the clan castle, which, they're slow and, they're really hard to keep up with your troops. But if they start dropping bombs on your golem, especially your level 2 golem, you're going to find that golem turned into a golemite really fast. So biggest preference on clan castle pull. And yes, you want to pull the clan castle, especially now that you have poison and you have really effective ways of dealing with it. Pull that clan castle using a ground troop. Okay, now we're also going to need to check out where the sweepers are located, because the last thing you want to do is send balloons against sweepers that will blow at them. So check out where the sweepers are located and have plans for taking those out, or at least know that when you send in your balloons, you need to go in sweeper blinds. And then just check out how is this base set up regarding the buildings that target air troops. So wizard towers and archer towers as well. So those are, those are really key too. As long as those defenses are turning and firing on your kill squad, you're great. But if that's not the case, you're going to have to send more balloons at them in order to take them down. And then another thing to keep in mind is where are the air traps at. So check for the spaces, especially spaces around the air defenses. Typically that's where you're going to find those seeking air mines. So if your kill squad is eliminating the air defenses, they're also going to eliminate those air traps as well. Okay, so let's talk about the army composition. You need troops for clan castle lure. That's going to depend on however you want to pull the clan castle. And you're also going to need troops to kill that clan castle, whether that is some wizards, whether you got your poison, and then maybe you have a couple of wizards and some barbarians to finish off a dragon that could be there. Whatever you need to do with the clan castle lure, that is the first part of your army. And then you have your main kill squad, and then you have your back end loons. So let's talk about the kill squad and what troops you need for that. Now I know that you're probably new to this attack. You might be new to scouting bases and knowing exactly what you need to take on different parts of the base. And because each base is different, I can't really give you a tutorial for exactly how to take down the base that you're facing. So if you need help, be sure to ask your clanmates who are experienced with this attack. If you still need help, then head over to the Bindle room, download Bindle. It's an app in the Google Play and the Apple Store, and then join the room, #ClashTutor. There are a lot of really cool guys in there who are more than happy to give you some pointers. You can just, post a screenshot of what troops you have available, and then post a screenshot of your base. You can diagram it out, how you're going to attack it, and they can give you some tips and maybe tell you what you should use. I'm in that room too, but I can't answer everybody's questions, so having this Bindle room has been super helpful to be able to give you subs just that little bit more advice that you need to get that 3-star. Okay, so looking at everything that you have there on this base, you need to determine, and also consider your hero level as well, what it's going to take to kill the enemy queen and clear all of the air defenses, and possibly clear those air sweepers too, because those can be pretty annoying. And then you're also going to need at least 8 balloons to do the final kill job. And something else to kind of consider as you're looking at this base, do you need 1 to 3 giants to take the heat while your balloons are going in? So you could send a level 6 giant in against an archer tower and a wizard tower and have him take all the heat from that because he has such high hit points while your balloons move in to take them out. And then you're also likely going to need, some minions or some archers or some extra wizards, something to help you clean up the extra trash buildings on the base. So as you're looking at the base you're going to attack, there are some other considerations. Do you need to bring a jump spell, or can wall breakers do the job? Now, a jump spell is my favorite spell. It's got me out of so many binds. It has turned so many of my 1-star attacks into 3-star attacks. I just love the jump spell. So I'm usually always packing a jump spell, but this is up to you. This depends on how well you can utilize your wall breakers versus a jump. Because I usually take both, and just in case my wall breakers fail, then I have my jump. Or even if they're successful, I might use my jump on the back end after the town hall to get my troops out of the center. So determine what you're going to do with that. Then also look and say, okay, do I need to support the kill squad using heals or rages or a mixture? And then for your balloons is, determine what do you need to help them out. Maybe you take 2 haste spells instead of a rage because you're going to be targeting these balloons against extra defenses. But that haste spell can really help to get them in faster and let your balloons just go that much further. And then finally, think about the poison spell. You don't necessarily need the poison spell for taking out the clan castle. Maybe you're more comfortable with that, and that's okay. A poison spell is still really great for taking down air skeletons, because those can be really annoying if you have a ton of air skeletons that are going after your balloons. Okay, so let's talk about the attack. And we're going to start the attack off doing a GoWiPe. Remember, if you need any help with that, check out my Town Hall 8 GoWiPe tutorial. I will try and get a Town Hall 9 GoWiPe tutorial out sometime in the future, just because I still think it's really important that you have that attack down, because it's just the basis for almost all of these 3-star attacks. It's just the simplicity of being able to send in your tankers and then using wizards or other troops to be able to funnel the bulk of your army, that kill squad of your army, in where you want them to go. The wizards are awesome because they do a lot of damage and they can clear those outside buildings and get your troops funneled into the center. Without that funneling, then everything just goes around the outside. That's the favorite thing. The heroes, they love the outside. Pekkas love the outside. So you have to force them to go into the center. So you send in your tankers, you follow them by wizards, you take down those buildings, you wait and make sure that a mortar is not going to be targeting your wall breakers as you send them in. Wall breakers head in, drop your heroes, drop your P.E.K.K.A., drop some more wizards, give them their spells that they need to get the job done, send them into the middle, have them just go to town. And then you're just watching, you're waiting. You're waiting for those air defenses to go down. You're waiting for the air sweeper to go down. And you're waiting for the archer towers to turn their backs on you so you can sneak up behind them with your ninja balloons and wipe them out. What you want is those archer towers to turn. These archer towers on the back end. You want them to turn and fire on your golems. And then you just send a couple balloons targeted at them. And what you want to focus on is the air targeting buildings first. So that means Teslas, that means your archer towers, that means your wizard towers. But also keep in mind, cannons do a lot of damage and they have pretty good range too. So If you got a cannon that's turned and started to fire on your P.E.K.K.A. or your golems, you're going to want to take that out as soon as you can. As these buildings have turned and started to target your kill squad, this is where you're just going to kind of fill that back end with these spread out balloons and target drop them against each of those defensive buildings you need to take down. Now, just like every attack in Clash of Clans, timing is absolutely critical. You got 3 minutes to get this done. As soon as your kill squad is targeting those air defenses, go ahead and take advantage of that and start sending in your balloons if you can. With any of these GoWiPe attacks, what you're gonna find is you can get in there super fast, get a ton done, really fast and dirty at the beginning, and then towards the end, it really slows down and you're watching that timer. The sooner you can start getting in your back-end loons and getting in your cleanup troops, the better. So you're feeling everything's good, the kill squad's doing their job, it's time to start sending in the balloons, and how you're going to want to launch those is send 2 balloons for each air troop targeting defense in the outer ring. And you can use haste spells, be careful where you use your haste spells. You want to use them where they're most effective. So you're going to want to use your haste spells where your balloons are going against Wizard Tower, Archer Towers, or Teslas, so you can get them in faster. And also use the haste spell where you're finding those point defenses in a larger group. So your haste spell covers as many point defenses as possible. If you're finding that there's just like this huge clump of defenses, you might want to use a rage in that area and just really send in those backdoor loons and take out that whole area with the speed and the damage increase. Be sure to check out those corners. If you have corner buildings, make sure you have an archer or barbarian to be able to drop on those, just so you don't run out of time. And that's pretty much it. This is a really simple attack that you guys can learn really early on to be able to take your GoWiPe to that next level. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook for the latest updates. Subscribe to me on YouTube and tell your clan to do that too. And I'll catch you next time.